You don't have to. Have a little bit of OCD. Hey guys, it's Crystal here with A Broke Plant Eater. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and if you are not a subscriber, I forgive you. But hopefully at some point during this video, you will want to be a subscriber. And if that does happen, go ahead and hit that subscription button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified every time we upload a new video. Today, we are going to be making easy blender peanut butter banana muffins. And these are really ideal for little ones to have after school as a snack. If your child goes to a peanut-free school, unfortunately, you are not going to be able to pack these because I have tried this recipe with sunflower butter and it just did not work for me. That is the only substitution that I've tried to make as far as making this recipe any different. These are great, like I said, to have after school. They kind of replace those little muffins that are in the baggies that you only get about 4 or 5 of, that are not plant-based, that have some sketchy ingredients and cost like $5 for 4 little pouches. So again, simple recipe. We're throwing everything in the blender. It is easy. It is delicious and cost effective. I had these bananas, they were ripe bananas. I was gonna make banana bread or banana muffins, and I was like, oh, you know what, let me just make my blender muffins because the kids love those. So I'm gonna write down all of the ingredients you're gonna need for this recipe. Get ready to take a screenshot because here it is. All right guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw everything into this blender because that's how easy this recipe is. So I'm gonna throw in the 2 ripe bananas. I chopped these up only because I was chopping up all of my other bananas to put into the freezer. You don't have to chop up your bananas. I'm going to be throwing in 2 tablespoons of a liquid sweetener. I'm using agave. I've used maple syrup in the past. If you're not plant-based or vegan, you can totally use honey. You can even use like brown rice syrup. This is half a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of vanilla. This is what is equivalent to 2 eggs, so I'm using flaxseed eggs. I'm gonna have the full recipe in the description box below, so I will even tell you how I made my flaxseed egg. So be sure to check that out at the end. It's that little tiny triangle if you're on your phone right now. Click it and you'll get the full recipe. This is also 1 cup of creamy peanut butter. Chunky peanut butter doesn't really work as well. I have tried that too, actually. And like I always say, when you pick your peanut butter, really try. This is like one of those things that, you know, I'm willing to spend a little extra on is organic peanut butter, because for the most part, the peanuts, obviously they're organic, but the only ingredient is peanuts for the most part. Sometimes they'll have a little salt, but I usually like to get my organic peanut butter where the only ingredient is organic peanuts. Peanuts are like highly sprayed with pesticides, so that is definitely one of the things that I splurge on to make sure that I get organic. All right, totally easy. It'd be easy if I like remembered how to do this. There we go. You're gonna definitely need to take the lid off and just scrape down the sides. Let's blend this up one more time. Now, this is super thick and creamy. You're gonna basically pour them into mini muffin tins. You can totally use regular muffin tins too, or cupcake tins, whatever you want to do. I've sprayed these. You can use some vegan butter, you can use some coconut oil spray like I did, or you can use liners. It's totally up to you. So the batter is super thick. Just fill these all up. They don't rise too much, so you can go ahead and fill them up to the top of the line. All in, you're just gonna go ahead and tap. Clean up around the sides a little bit. It's so gooey, this batter. Sometimes my aim is off. All right, so this is one of the most important parts. Do not put your chocolate chips in your blender, because for some reason I did that one time because I was like, this is so crazy. Why do I have to sit here and put like 3 chocolate chips on all of these? Because they're mini muffins. And it didn't work. I don't know why. I'm not like a baker, ideally. So I don't question the baking gods. Like, it didn't work, so I'm not trying it again. So I'm just placing a few chocolate chips down on each muffin. Kind of controls the chocolate intake on these too. Once I have this done, I'm going to be putting this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 9 to 12 minutes. So I always start with 10 minutes and move from there. So I guess it just depends on your oven. Also, you can use different toppings. You can actually use walnuts. I've used shredded coconut on mine before, pistachios. So whatever you guys have got in your pantry that you like on top of muffins, these are your muffins. Do whatever you want to do. Dairy-free chocolate chips, obviously. A snack for me. And these go. All right, guys, I already know that these little muffins are absolutely amazing and super simple, right? I mean, they're adorable. They remind you of those other packaged little mini muffins, but a fraction of the cost. I had all of the ingredients. Sometimes I use miniature chocolate chips, like I said, other toppings, but I only had the regular chocolate chips, and it's really about what you have inside your house. So let's have a bite of one of these. They are so peanut buttery. It's just enough chocolate. Those 3 little chocolate chips right on top are perfect. The banana flavors coming in, it tastes like banana bread. It's a lot softer than banana bread because there's no flour, which makes these gluten-free. These are one of my kids' favorite treats to go inside of their lunch boxes, but they're not in peanut-free zone schools. So if your little one is in a peanut-free zone school, this is definitely perfect for after school. Of course, if they aren't allergic to peanuts. So that's it, you guys. I hope you see how easy this recipe actually is. I mean, you throw your blender, you throw it into some mini muffin tins or regular muffin tins, and then you throw it into your oven. That is it. Simple, easy, delicious, and budget friendly. So if you make this recipe or any of the other recipes found on this channel, please don't forget to hashtag #BrokePlantEater. I am everywhere across the board as far as social media is concerned. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment down below if you have a rendition of a blender muffin. I definitely want to know if you guys are making simple little muffins that go into your blender, because I'm down to learn more. Also, don't forget to share this video with a friend. You might have somebody scratching their head saying, I want to make muffins, but they just seem like so much work, and I'm gluten-free and I don't want to buy gluten-free flour, and does all of the different flours work? Hey, you've got their back. Share this video. Until next time, folks.